All right, guys and girls. Um, you saw me bring this car home the other day. We set it up on the frame machine. Um, it took a poke here in the front, which is probably why I got parked years ago. Um, last time this was on the road, I think was on the tag says January of '81. So it's been a few years. So what I'm going to do, I've got these gauges here. They're called Centerline gauges. And we're going to hang these under the car. This was new technology back in the 70s. Basically what you do, you find some symmetrical control points underneath, and these are called centerline gauges. So I'm gonna climb under the car. I'm probably gonna set up 4 of these racks. And what you're looking for, like I said, is some symmetrical control points. If you're underneath your car, you notice that there's holes in the frame rails, and that's what the factory used when they put these things together. Let's go right over here. That looks pretty good. That's one. These are very easy to set up and use. You gotta crawl around back. Get these guys out of the way. There's some wiring hanging down there. I gotta get out of the way. Oh, one more hose. These center pins are adjustable height-wise. All right. Let me get you over here so you can see what I'm looking at. So what you do, you eyeball the center pins and the center two. Those are our main ones because that has to be straight. And if you look down the center one, if you look down the front one that we have up, it looks like it's over a good inch, inch and a half, inch and a quarter. So the front end is pushed over to the right side, the driver's side, about an inch and a half. So before you do any sort of work on this thing, you got to figure out what's wrong with it. So we know this front end has to come over about an inch and a half. And we have what's called a tram gauge here. And you have to measure the length from a control point here in the front. There's one right here. And then we'll drop this gauge here out of the way so that we can actually measure the length. Because normally when you get hit in the front, something's going to give, and you can straighten it out so the center lines match up. But if the length is wrong, you're still not going to work. It's still not going to work. So looks like this thing got hit going that way. So anywho's, that's what we're going to do. We got to determine what's wrong with it and fix it. And then we'll put the then you can put the sheet metal back on it. These towers here, these pivot all the way around the machine, halfway down it. And these are adjustable. And they're held in place by these pins. So once you pin it, you can't move very far. And this machine has a electric hydraulic pump in it. So it's got an up and down button. And the towers have valves on them. So you can turn all these on at the same time, or you can turn one on it or two, whatever you want to do, whatever is necessary. So quick little tutorial on the frame machine here. A lot of guys that do a lot of these cars have jigs that you can actually set them up on. And the jigs take all the control parts, and you can just drop the car right on it, and it'll show you where it's got to go. But we don't have that. It's the next best thing. We set it up on these pinch weld clamps because that's got your the foundation of the car, which is your rocker panels. And they're all set up the same way. That takes the guesswork out of whether the car is straight or not. It takes the suspension out of it. Easy for you to say. And that's about it. So we'll start pulling this thing around, and we'll keep checking it, make sure we're going the right way with it. And welcome to Bo's Mopar Garage. I hope you like what you see here, so please subscribe and share, because that helps build the channel. I've done this for about 40 years, maybe longer than that. And I've done lots of these cars. And they're getting worse and worse, and we're getting older and older. And there's not a whole lot left out there to fix. Probably 15 years ago, I would have took some parts off this car and sent it to the scrapyard. But now we're fixing them, because otherwise I'd have nothing to do, and this is my hobby, and you guys would have nothing to watch. And I hope you get along good here and like what you see and learn something. Weather outside is nice and sunny, but it's hot. It hasn't rained in about a week and a half. It's 10 minutes to 3, and it's 92 degrees in here. So it's a little warm. Somehow the quarter panels on this car don't look too bad. Got a little bit of rust behind the back wheels. The rockers look good. This frame rail here looks pretty good. And for some reason, this frame rail here has a bunch of surface rust on it, and it's also got a rust hole back here. So we'll probably be putting a frame rail in this thing. I've got several laying around, so there you go. And it looks like it needs a roof too. That's pretty soft, as they say. The radiator support is beat up a little bit. Looks like they weren't very careful when they took the motor out, and they've been dragging it around by the bottom of the radiator support where the chain looks like.